How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well.
What can I help you with, man?
I had a couple of questions that I came prepared for.
Okay.
And I just wanted to ask you them.
Sure.
I'm from Canada, and so I'm in Toronto right now, studying in university. So first question, very quickly, is honestly there's some days where I feel as if like I am working at a very high level, I'm doing things awesome. But then there are other days where like you wake up, like there's days where you just don't feel like working.
Sure.
And so like normally it's like those days which I have a hard
How often are those days happening?
Honestly, like twice a week sometimes. It's just because school and other stuff. I'm like, sure, gotta still.
It just means whatever, one man's point of view, and this takes away a lot of psychological things that I could never audit, like real depression, things of that nature.
Yeah.
But like from like just even vibe, I don't think that's what we're dealing with. Mm-hmm. It just means you're not doing the thing you love the most.
Right. It could be.
I believe that to be true.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, like normally it's like.
I feel like that's a classic example of somebody who's motivated.
Right.
And is like generally happy and wants to make stuff happen,
sure.
But is just not doing what they want to be doing.
Cool. Okay.
The only time I get into that pattern is when I'm not doing what I want to be doing. That pattern hasn't really existed since I got out of school.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And how did you find school? Because
the worst. I was a terrible student. I punted it. I thought it was not for me.
Right.
And not in a disrespectful, like, it's great when I say it now because people know I went on to be successful. Right. And so I was being fair. I wasn't like a loser who's like, school, and then I just want to do more loser things.
Right.
I was like, damn it, this is not built for me. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't give a shit about the Catcher in the Rye. Like, these symbols for fucking salt are gonna do me no good, But if they, like, God forbid, it's funny, history I did well because I saw patterns, it's how I do business.
Right.
History tells you the future, it's why I'm good at predicting stuff.
Sure.
It's pattern recognition. Right. That was cool. Mm-hmm. Hey, don't let these things happen because that's how wars start. Hey, don't let these things happen, that's how suppression of information can happen. Like, that was good. But like other things that I knew weren't gonna be me. So I struggled with it, but I struggled with it in hindsight by being respectful to it, knowing it worked for others. Right. School's not stupid for everybody. Mm-hmm. School was stupid for me.
Right.
So that's how I dealt with it.
And you knew that from an early age, right?
I knew that from a very early age. I'm self-aware for the most part, right? And like have grown into it obviously, but yeah, I knew it at a fairly young age.
And so when you talk about self-awareness, that's another thing too. Is I've heard you talk about that. I read your book, and I think one thing though is it's hard to teach self-awareness to someone, right?
Yes.
It really is hard. So for people
I think
who aren't,
I think the thing that I'm trying to accomplish is I'm trying to just make it a conversation.
Right.
I don't think I'm gonna solve self-awareness. But I sure love to be a little tiny sliver in all the people. If I can talk about it so much that it becomes a cool thing to talk about as 25-year-old businessmen and women, right. And one of them goes on to do the,
Right.
I like to be part of it because boy, is it the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my mom also used to believe in that type of thing. She didn't call it self-awareness. We had a Hindi term for it.
What was it called?
Utvasha. Yeah.
And how do you translate it?
It just means knowing yourself.
Yeah, she's right.
And
you're lucky.
Oh man.
If you're lucky enough to have a mom that believes in that, no wonder you got to this moment.
Thank you for that. You should be very happy. So I consider myself to be not a conventional entrepreneur in that way, like that you are, I think. I'm more of a social entrepreneur, and it's something that's rising, I think. At least I'm trying to help that rise. Honestly, money is something that I want it.
Sure.
But I don't see it as like my end goal.
Sure.
I really do think helping people is like the number one way. And of course, helping people like you do is a way you get to the money, right? It just works out for you.
There's so many ways to do the right thing.
Sure.
And the selfish thing, and there's a lot of different patterns. Some spend 50 years of their life being unbelievably selfish and then deploy unbelievable generosity. Right. My big thing is the content, right? Like I have entrepreneur friends who like buy an umbrella, give an umbrella, or 10 cents out of everything. And I'm like, and I debate with them, social entrepreneurs are my homies. Right. First of all, 80% of them are using good as a disguise for their truth. Let's call a spade a spade. The 20% that I'm able to sniff out that are legit, we have amazingly deep conversations because I'm like, look, cool. Like, you know, my autobiography is called The Honey Empire in my own head. I think I'm gonna build enormous success, and I think I'm gonna do it the best way possible. I think this thing that somebody just sent me is very true to me, which is I don't care about how much money's in my bank account. I do care about how many, why the fuck am I meeting with you?
That's true.
I need this 5 minutes, my man. Like, to be very frank with you,
Right.
I need this 5 minutes. I'm doing it because intuitively it felt like the right thing to do based on the email. I don't know. It's very random.
Right.
And so I think there's a lot of ways to do good. I just think there's a lot of ways to do good. And I think the thing you find out is I think too many young entrepreneurs who think they're doing good don't realize the money's not the part.
No.
It's not the part. Do you know how much easier it is for me to sign a $100,000 check to a charity now than it is to be on the board of a charity? I need my time.
Right.
So I have all these homies who are like, yes, but I give a percentage back. I'm like, the money's the easy part.
Right.
How about bringing value to the ecosystem?
Right.
How about putting in the work?
Right.
And so the most confusing thing I do in public is I leave a lot of money on the table by being GaryVee. Most people watching this right now think the way I built my personal brand is why I have this wealth, because they don't understand that I actually built a business long before I was anybody, and if I spent every hour and every piece of energy on actually just building businesses like the one you're in right now,
Right.
I'd have more money, not less.
Right.
But what I do with this is kids in Toronto can watch it and use it to build their future.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
And honestly, that's why I reached out. You know, I know you probably have to know, but I applied to be a project manager at your company last year, and then I was like, okay, maybe I should apply for the internship program. And then I got the White House one, but I was dead settled on here. I was I really want to work here.
I love it, man. Well, listen, real pleasure.
Real pleasure.
I'm sure we'll get to see each other again.
Definitely. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Good luck
Do you
too.
mind if I take a quick photo?
Let's do it.
That'd be great.
No worries.
Just for my mom. With Basha.
Let's do a selfie.
A selfie?
I got it,
Great.
yeah.
Awesome.
Let's get some of the view. I gotta start taking
You
it.
have a beautiful view.
Awesome.
I appreciate
My man.
it.
Good
I
luck
really
to you.
appreciate it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
love your vibe.
Thank you so much.